Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to a weekend edition of Bob Plays Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts on Legendary Difficulty. I'm Bobtheorc, and welcome to episode 38 of No One Expects the Spanish Inquisition. And tonight, the Inquisition gets new cruisers, and this is going to be awesome. I have these super badass cruisers that we're going to be setting them up with. They'll be ready in a month. So check it out. All these bad boys here. They've got 4 triple 11.9-inch guns, the biggest guns you can put on a heavy cruiser. My Conquistadors. Oh, baby. I have a little bit of a problem. We need a whole bunch of crew for them, but we'll probably end up scrapping a bunch of the old stuff that we don't need, and we'll move some crew around. So, that's what we got. We got plenty of money. We are making lots of money every turn because we are taking over all the things. Although we are having a lot of transport problems, and this is something that I have to address because we are fighting both the Russians and the Japanese at the same time, which I did not really want to do, but it makes it more exciting this way, so screw it. We're invading somewhere in Japan. I don't remember where. Somewhere, I think... Well, we got this Naval Invasion here, but that's not it. I think we're going south Hokkaido. I think that's where we're attacking. That would be my guess. Well, we'll figure it out. So, the biggest concern is all these Japanese ships. Now, we're stopping their invasion here. I don't mind if they take over these countries, because then that means I could just go and take it from them, which would be nice. So we're going to let them conquer that, and then I'll liberate them, except I'll keep them, probably. My battleship's here hanging out, trying to catch... There's a destroyer. Maybe we can go catch this guy. Let's see if we can go catch this fool. And we've got all these dudes that we're trying to catch. Hopefully we can make that happen. And we just need to go protect all of our shipping. We've got these guys over here. There's a torpedo boat. What's that? There's another torpedo boat there. I need to get more of my guys into Asia. But the big thing is I just need to start taking all of these little spots to get the Soviets out of everywhere. I don't know where the cruisers... I thought I had some cruisers there watching that. Let's go send you... We're going to send you to... Have you go here and just go deal with that. Alright. I mean, we're going to lose a bunch more ships. I'm not happy about that, but we're going to be killing them off at the same time. This conquest is going pretty well. I need to get these guys to repair someplace. Let's have you boys go to Stockholm and repair, because you're getting beat up. And we've got these guys sort of contained in here. This is going to be a big fighty place. But, alright, we'll see what we got. Let's go to the next turn and see how bad it is. I really don't want to be losing transports this late in the game, because it just keeps getting harder and harder to rebuild them. But that's what we got. Let's go sink all of that. We got a bunch of them, that's good. Go sink the Soviet transports. And we're going to run you away. Good, we got away. And he goes 32.8, I go 31.2. Let's try auto-resolving this, and maybe we can sink. There we go, we sunk him. Good. We'll auto-resolve that. There, he sunk. Good. Go auto-resolve that. Ooh, he took heavy damage. Alright, so we're going to have to repair some of these guys. But we lost some more transports. Alright, so we're starting to make some progress. Angola, sure, we'll go invade Angola. Alright, so went from 154 to 152. That's not good. We're making lots of money still. Our army logistics still at 100%, but we're going to start having problems in a bit. Let's go sink these guys. They're slow. We can take them. Alright, so we just have to start just whittling down their fleet. Just one step at a time. That's the plan. One step at a time. Alright, let's see what we got here. And we can do a loose formation. That's fine. Alright, so we got, these are two of our Zorro classes, I believe. And we should do okay. There's their cruiser. Let's go identify him, and he's got 6.2 kilometer torpedo, so that's going to be a little bit tricky. We want to keep our distance from him. 6.2 kilometers is not bad though. We can manage that. And so we're just got our guys kind of spread out a little bit. Looks like their transports are armed, maybe? No? Is that just natural fire from their ships? I guess it is. We're getting some hits. Oh, that's an old cruiser design. That's like a... What hull is that? It's not going well for him, that's for sure. Alright. Yeah, we can go take care of this light cruiser while we're at it. We're just doing a drive-by, it looks like. 6.2. There's no way he could have fired his torpedoes at me. He's too far away. So I think I'm safe. I'm going to kick it around anyway, just in case. Plus it says he's out of torpedoes, so I either detonated the torpedoes or he launched them off like this way, and either way we're going to turn to avoid them. And since he's empty, I can get closer. And let's focus all fire on him. And let's sink him quick. He's got some... Those are older guns. They're not great. There we go. Now this heavy cruiser, he's also fired his torpedoes, but we're out of range also, so I'm not... Ouch. Ooh, that's not good. He got a good hit on me. But we sank him, so we didn't lose that many guys, so it's not too bad. I try to be really careful with the crew, not just because they're hard to replace, but think of their families. I know they're just pixelated digital assets, but let's try to be compassionate about our digital buddies. Alright, we got them. Alright, good job. Good job, boys. And these guys got some experience. Alright, we did good. Now our transports are a problem. And that's always the problem with Spain. That's what makes Spain so difficult, it seems. Alright, so let's figure out what are we trying to accomplish here. I need to get more ships up there. These guys are invading to the south, so I'm not too worried about that. I think probably getting southern Siberia... Well, it's 347,000 tons. I mean, I can... Do I have anybody in this area here? I think what I might do... I've got people coming up, but not a lot. So this is right here, this is 426,000 tons. And these are... That's a serious fleet. So we're going to have you guys go here. It'll take one turn to get there, so that's not bad. Alright, so that's gonna be good there. We got the Naval Invasion going here. What I want to do is I want to invade southern Siberia, I think, and just get this knocked out. Because that should be relatively quick and easy. Southern Siberia, yeah, that only needs 10,000 tons, so we're going to do that. So I want to start grabbing up their whole coastline here so they can't, deal with here, and I can box in their fleet. And then we'll start working the rest. And then Angola, I need 38,000 tons in Angola, and I have some guys here. These guys are a little bit beat up. These guys are a little beat up too, but maybe we can group them all together and jump these ships. We'll do that. Make kind of a larger fleet. And then as far as Angola is concerned, what do I have that I can send to them? We got these 4 light cruisers. Okay, those are the Zorro class. Those will be fine. And what else do we have? Let's go send you down here too. And do we have anybody else? I really don't. I'm going to need more people. I've got these guys. These are all older ships. That's an unexpected. They're not that bad. They're all right. These aren't on the chopping block. Well, the Colorado kind of is. But these Inquisitors, we're gonna keep how they are. So, all right. So I'm gonna send I'll send everything except for the Chicago. I'll send you guys over here, not the Chicago, and we'll do that. And we don't have any other guys here in South America. Have anybody in the Caribbean? I've got 3 light cruisers in the Caribbean. No idea where they are. Here's a light cruiser. What are you? You are going to be scrapped class, so we're not going to take you. And that's going to be scrapped. Hey, Shadow Wolf, how are you doing?
Good, yeah.
I see you lurking in the channel here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get enough tonnage over to go and conquer this place. You know what I might just do? I might just grab these guys and send them. Yeah, we're gonna send you boys down here to help. We're gonna do that. 2 turns. That'll get there fast enough. All right, so now the big. So we've got a bunch of dudes. but not nearly enough. We've got all of these new cruisers that we built. I really wanted them built in the Philippine Sea. So we're gonna have to start figuring out what are we scrapping? Because I need to make sure I have enough. Let's see. Here we go by type. All right, we're gonna keep all the battleships. But let's figure out what we can scrap that we don't need. We've got the Chicago cruisers, and these are slow.
Let's get rid of the old crap that don't keep up.
Yeah, some of the stuff we're gonna. Now, problem is some of these guys are at sea, and I'm not gonna be able to scrap them yet. But and then we have. What are these guys here? These are, the Inquisitors we're gonna keep. They're still really good ships, even though they're small, but they're good patrol ships. We're gonna keep those. These Pueblos, oh, these guys are all fucking at sea. Man. The Seattle. What do you have? You've got two 9.9-inch guns. It's a Tulsa class. I mean, these aren't. They're not awful, but they're small and they use up a lot of crew. Well, they're not that small, but we're gonna start scrapping some of these guys. And this dude here, 22 knots. Yeah, Fargo, we're gonna go scrap him. This Topeka. Now these guys aren't bad. They're 28 knots. I don't know where they're at. Western South America. Well, these Nurembergs, these guys we're definitely gonna scrap. And these Providence guys. Yeah, these guys are gonna. I mean, some of them, their upgrade, they go a little faster, but these are all just older ships I don't want to deal with.
Like old crappy ones.
Yeah, let's see. That's a Riley. Yeah, we'll scrap. Well, these are all captured ships that I'd captured and refitted. But I need the crew right now more than I need anything else. And the Sancho Panzas are good. We're going to keep all those. Like this guy here. I mean, I don't know if I really. I mean, I don't really want to deal with all these Louisvilles. I mean, they're not bad. They're fast. They're fast cruisers, but yeah, they're definitely fast cruisers. They're nice. They've got, man, these guys have a lot of guns. They've got a lot of freaking guns on them. 9 5.9-inch guns. I could do something with them. There's only 4 of them in that group, but they're small, and I think I'm just going to get rid of these.
Race up crew too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's mostly because I need the crew. So this gives me, how many crew do I have right now? I've got 5,500 crew. All right, so let's start staffing up. Because what I need right now, where are my new cruisers? Here we go. These guys here, my Conquistador. Let's get you. Because these are the new cruisers that are very nice. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many more guys do I have left? Got 267. So I need about another 500 dudes, but I don't know if I have enough that I can. Because a lot of these other guys are they're not in port, they're still out to sea, like all these pueblos. And I'm not sure what Sea of Okchok. Where the fuck is the Sea of Okchok? Let's go see if I can.
This is what I wish we could have a search button to find ships.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, here they're up here. These guys are invading Russia. That's what they're doing. All right. All right. I see what we're doing. All right. So you guys, we'll let you guys finish your invasion. That's not the end of the world. We'll let you guys finish that. So what I'll do is I'll just toss some people in there, and now we're making 500 more turn. All right, so that'll be fine. All right, so now we have so the next thing we have to do is we got to repair some people. Everybody's kind of busy running around. You know what? We're going to just make more. I think we're going to make our next batch of ships. So I need another 20.
Yeah, you could use that light cruiser design I showed you.
Yeah, we'll do that. I need to finish building my heavies first. So we're doing 20 more of these. There we go. And these guys are going to be built. There we go. I'm gonna need you guys. Where are we gonna need them at? Someplace kind of central. Because we'll be doing a lot of fighting Mediterranean and Asia. I don't want to do Scapa Flow. I can do it in like Morocco. No, I really don't. We do it in Singapore, actually. Singapore would be a good spot to build them all, because that way they can either go over to... I'd really rather them... Yeah, because I'll be fighting a bunch of stuff in this area, and then eventually moving west. So that might be a good spot. Or India would be okay also. No, Singapore's fine. I'm just going to do Singapore. There you go. Singapore needs some jobs. Alright, so we got these guys chugging along. I don't know what we're doing with turret mechanisms yet, but I want to make sure I get at least the double turrets on destroyers. So these guys are all doing their thing. I've got 20,000 tons left that I can do for repairs and stuff. I got all these guys moving around. So these guys are all running around too. Yeah, we'll just let them do their thing. You guys, are you hurt? No, you're not hurt. You're on protect. Let's see. This guy here, where's he going? He's gonna have a problem whenever he gets to where he's going. Yeah, we're just gonna leave this alone. Alright, here we go. So you got any plans for the weekend, Shadow Wolf? What do you got going on? No, don't want allies. Oh, that one torpedo boat sank 6 transports. Good job. Oh, there's a fight that we want. He's got 2 14-inch guns, and I've got 13.9s. I can take him, I think. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm gonna game a little bit tonight, and then I got a bunch of work I took home with me for the weekend. So that's kind of my plan. Nothing too interesting. All right, let's. Some of these guys are a little bit beat up. You know what? I think these beat up guys, I think you guys are going to go detach, and you're going to go get pizza, and we'll just leave the fighting to the rest of these guys. I think that's what we're going to do.
Possible destroyer design for you.
Say that again. You're breaking up at the beginning, so I didn't hear you too well.
I'm working on a new possible new destroyer design for you.
Oh, right on.
It actually goes 35 knots.
Yeah, 35's a good speed. I mean,
Yeah.
usually with destroyers, I'll either use them as like scouts or escorts, or I do a lot of minesweeping or anti-submarine with them later. Because the big problem that I run into later in the game is all the enemy mines, and so I do a lot of minesweeping escort ships. And I think that if you have destroyers with you, it's easier to spot and engage the enemy fleets, and so I'll do some minesweepers and I run them away afterwards, and let the bigger ships fight. Oh, that was a good hit. I love these little compact battleships, the tiny American battleships. I love these guys. They've got these like 2 giant derpy guns, and then 3 small guns on either side. I think they're just adorable. I know if you're a battleship, the last thing you want to do is be called adorable, but I think they're adorable. Even though these guys are smaller than my light cruisers at this point. Alright, well that worked. And tomorrow we got Mech Warrior Online. If you want to download that game, you're welcome to run with us.
Free or something?
Say that again?
Is it free?
Yeah, it's a free-to-play game. Go to mwomercs.com. Here, I'll put a link in the... You can get it there. And you can also get it on Steam. Alright, so here's going to be a big fight. Let's go get these guys. Looks like my fleet's joined up with each other, so that'll be good.
Get at killing transports. Yeah.
Say that again. Something about killing transports.
Destroyer would be good at killing transports.
Oh yeah.
Run like 6 dual 5s on it.
That's where we're talking. Yeah, I don't ever put a lot of torpedoes on my destroyers. I just do the minimum.
Yeah,
And then
I just did a single torpedo tube on it. So
yeah, that's about what I usually do. I'll just do like a single torpedo tube just to keep it legal.
yeah.
And then I just use them as gunboats to go hunt down enemy destroyers, and then hunt down. I'll blockade ports, and then I like to have a bunch of minesweeping equipment on there just to kind of keep all that legit, protect my ships. The hard part with destroyers is getting them all balanced properly, because most of my ships are perfectly balanced, and the destroyers always seem to end up front heavy if you're not careful.
Yeah. Downside with this one I did, the pitch is kind of bad.
Yeah, it's hard to... The pitch and the roll are usually kind of rough on them. Well, they're small ships, and if you put a bunch of guns on them...
Yeah.
And then one of the things I found is... sometimes I found that I do better putting smaller guns on them. because then they don't have as much of a recoil problem. Let's see what the range is on these enemy torpedoes. They're probably 5 kilometers, probably 5-6 kilometers. So let's have the main guns on the battleship, and the secondary guns fire at the destroyers. There you go. Get some secondaries. Yeah, these new cruisers will be... They just finished, and they're going to have... we're commissioning them now. And they're going to be pretty badass once I get them... staffed up. And I might build a small battleship as like a task force leader or something like that. But I don't know if they're going to need them, because we're... Oops, don't turn. Don't want you to turn. Because we're taking out... their existing battleships are not that tough. Their Musashi here only has 9-inch guns. The real Musashi would be pissed.
My God, that's supposed to be a super battleship.
Well...
Yeah, the name.
The name.
Yeah, the Musashi, yeah.
Musashi was a badass dude, too. I have a video series, it's an older video series, where I did a video about the different teachings of Miyamoto Musashi from his book, 5 Rings. Yeah. Have you ever read that book? It's an awesome book.
Nah.
Go, if you have the time, go check out the video series. It's on my channel somewhere. I made a playlist of it. It's like the 21 teachings of Miyamoto Musashi. And it's pretty, I think it's pretty cool. Back when I had time to put effort into making videos, now I'm just working all the time and playing some video games. I'm taking a little bit of damage here, but they're coming out a lot worse. Yeah, all those destroyers are going to get ganked. Yeah, because that's the hardest part, is protecting your transports and hunting down enemy destroyers and taking care of business like that. Try to angle a little bit. Hopefully my back guns can fire too. We'll find out in a minute. Yeah, they can fire. Ooh, there's a flooding hit. Yeah, this Fuso's not taking it very well. Oh, I got a flood right in the middle of his... Oh, it didn't flood very well. Okay. But he's on a lot of fire. I guess the fire will get him before the flooding gets him. Look at that. Got a flood in the back of his ship. That's going to slow him down a lot.
Right. So yeah.
All right, there we go. I think that's it. But yeah, catching and hunting down enemy destroyers so they don't sink all your transports is a real pain in the butt. And what I might end up doing is I might do something where I have like a light cruiser and a bunch of destroyers. Form kind of like a wolf pack task force to go catch the enemies. But if I auto-resolve the battles, it seems to get them okay. But then my ships take a bunch of damage.
Oh, yeah, that destroyer I did for you would be able to keep up because of the 35 knots. So yeah. And it got like 5.5 inch, like 5.5 inch dual. So yeah, that would do something.
Yeah, what I might almost do is, let's how bad, 149%. Oh, the pain. What I might almost do is drop the guns to like 2.9s or 3.9s and just try to take out, just to have it specifically for taking out enemy destroyers. Alright, so that's doing good. That invasion's looking good. This invasion here, I'm still trying to get my ships up there.
Yeah, like my ships, I try to do them modular, so where you could like modify them.
Yeah. Let me go take these guys out. The big thing right now is I just need to go and secure secure the waters for my transports, just kill off the enemy fleets. And I think I'll check the politics menu and see how I'm doing here in a minute. I think I'm doing pretty well on that. But I'll probably, once I have these heavy cruisers built, I'm probably going to start spamming out light cruisers. Just to, especially if I can make them fast, like really fast. Because the enemy destroyers are going 32.8 knots, give or take, right? Under 33 knots. So if I could make a 34, 35 knot light cruiser, then at that point, I don't even need the destroyers. They're just going to go cruisers.
You have to like drop some important stuff too, so yeah.
But if they're only hunting destroyers, then you just need to worry about torpedo protection and anti-flood. Yeah. Actually, light cruisers don't get torpedo protection, do they? They're too small.
No, just the double or triple bottom hulls.
Yeah, just go with the triple bottom hulls, go with the anti-flood, make them fast, and don't worry about having a lot of guns, and just hunt down destroyers.
Just like put tiny guns on it, so yeah.
Yeah.
Just like completely build it for speed or whatever, yeah.
That might be what I do with the light cruisers. Because I like the idea of having the 3 in the front and the 3 in the back. How you drew that one out. That's basically what I do with my late game light cruisers. And I think I've got the triple barrels for light cruisers now, so I'm just gonna have it spam a lot of DACA into destroyers.
Yeah. Yeah, my design scheme on ships, I try to pack as much firepower into them as I can.
Yeah.
While making them survivable and going fast.
Yeah. Well, and it depends on the role. So, like, if you're hunting down destroyers, I think the priority is going to be speed, because if they can't catch the destroyer, you're not going to be able to fight it. So I've got to make it as fast or faster than the destroyer. And then it's going to be probably the next priority, survivability. And then third priority would be firepower, because destroyers are squishy.
Yeah.
All right, so that worked out pretty well. All right, so we got Angola, which I guess we've got already more than enough people coming to take Angola. So, which I don't know where this other... So these guys here, I could send these guys to go help out elsewhere. I just don't know where I need them at, because I don't need them in Angola. I could leave them to patrol Eastern South America, because these are older, these are kind of older ships. So they're not, I just need to make sure stragglers don't get me. But if I've got a 100% chance to take it, then maybe I don't need to worry about it so much. Oh, here we go. We got this guy coming. So these guys here, how beat up are you? You guys are in tip-top shape, and you're a bunch of top-notch cruisers. So, all right, let's think about this for a minute. I think it's the Japanese invasion turn. So let's think about what we can invade in Japan that's not going to be too chunky. I could try to get Kyushu. And then I can double duty these guys. I think that's what I'm going to do. Or I could do north, whatchamahoosit, and that might have some overlap also. All right, let's check this out real quick. So I don't have enough tonnage to. So I can do North Hodaku, which would be or Hokkaido. I guess we're gonna try and grab this area here. North Hokkaido. All right. So that means that this ship, these guys need to go right here so they can double dip. And then these guys, oh, that's just a torpedo boat, so we don't care what he does. And then this will be wrapped up in a little bit. Japan's going to take those soon enough. These guys are beat up, but I need to repair them. And I only have 13,000 tons worth of repairs available. Otherwise, I'll have to delay a bunch of ships. These guys are pretty jacked up, but they can still fight.
To something for that, cruiser we were talking about.
Yeah.
It's just like the one I sent you the other day, but with 4-inch guns, and I just dropped a lot of the armor and everything else for a couple, like 3 knots, like 30 up to 37 knots.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go.
Those cruisers, that cruiser, new cruiser, you could like retrofit them to be like what I just did.
Yeah, if they could do 37 knots. Oh, there we go. Triple turrets on destroyers, baby. Once I get that, then I'm done with my gun turrets research, and that's when I can start building some hardcore destroyers.
Like
and then
the end game?
Yeah, end game destroyers. And then it's just a matter of, can I get... We're about to have the Mark IV 8-inch guns, which means we'll start getting the Mark V 2 and 3 inchers. So we'll start being able to spam out some guys like that. All right, we got 169 dudes. So let's... We'll add a few more people to him. There we go. And is there any more guys that I can scrap? No, they're still out to sea. So we'll just worry about that later. And then, yeah, once I get these, I'll start whittling down some of the other ships. So yeah, I'm getting about what I can. You know what we're gonna do? Let's have these torpedo boats go after that destroyer. See if we can get you. And I think that if we've got the 100% conquering here, I think you guys are gonna go back to... You're going to go back to your island and just go hang out and be in reserve. And then these guys... Man, I don't need them down here. Where do I really want to put these guys? Japan's not going to be able to conquer that. They don't have any... Oh, they have some Russian ships up here, don't they? Torpedo boat. Oh, nice. Are they going to conquer? I hope Soviets conquer that so I can go take it from them. That'd be really nice. Alright, I guess I'm going to go park you guys up there instead. Go do that. Alright. Here we go. Next turn. And it's only 1931, so by the time I have these guys contained, I'll have enough time to build up my transports before I take on... I really want to take out France, because France is spread out all over the place. So I just have France and then China, I think, and Italy. So I think I can get that done.
I would go for Italy next, because they're small.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go for whichever... I mean, Italy and France both really, really like me, so I'm going to go for whichever ones I can get into a fight with. It might actually be China, just because China... Well, China's starting to like me because I'm beating up on Japan. So, we'll just sort of have to see... Yeah, well, they're going to have a bunch of potatoes.
Yeah, who knows,
Oh, we got the destroyer. Sweet. There we go. Good job, torpedo boats. And losing more damn transports. We got Eastern Denmark, so that's good. Alright, let's go take care of some of these convoy fights. Torpedo boat versus torpedo... Ooh, that's not a great fight, but we're veterans. And...
Well, this is why I designed that destroyer for you to kill convoys.
Yeah. Well, and I'll eventually replace my torpedo boats with the destroyers. I just have these just as kind of nuisance ships. And so once I build the light...
Works, right?
Yeah, once I build the light cruiser, then we'll... Oh, I don't have radar on this guy, or radio direction finders. Let's see, we'll do the retreat trick. So he's going that way. Alright, let's go see if we can find this guy. My torpedoes only have a 2.3 kilometer range. I mean, I've got old... This is an old ship. But look at this guy. He's got... What does he have? What, 1, 2, 3, 4... He got 6 2.9-inch guns. So hopefully I can go shred things. He's got the picric acid 1. Let's go check which way. Yep. We go about that way now. There they are. Are these armed transports? They are not. Alright. Oh, baby. Daka, 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 daka.
Yeah, torpedo boats by this point in the game are just used as suicide ships.
I want to get this torpedo boat here, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to... What's the range on your torpedoes? I don't want to... He's got 3.8 kilometer range. Oh, shit. Alright, time to leave. He got a lucky hit on me. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Alright, we are going to leave now. He got a bad hit. Yeah, that's the problem with torpedo boats. They are so squishy.
And they got flooded.
Yeah. I shouldn't have engaged the other torpedo boat. I should have just stayed away and hit transports, but I figured since I'm veterans, I thought I might be able to take him. I may actually do the destroyers next, and then the... Oh, the transport surrendered due to high casualties. So we got two, I guess I must have set a fire. Alright, well, we got 2 transports. So I'm going to call it a win, and we're going to GTFO. But yeah, once I finish building the next batch of heavy cruisers and repairing my fleet, then maybe it's better to build the destroyers next.
Yeah, because
my torpedo boats are old.
Yeah, and destroyers are better at, like, you know, handling these situations.
Yeah, I mean, although my light cruisers can do a lot of that. You know, single light cruiser. And so maybe I don't need destroyer, but you definitely need destroyers for the minesweeping, because they're the only ones who can do the minesweeping.
Yeah.
But so far, nobody has really heavily mined ports yet. .2 kilometer torpedoes. And these guys are slow. They're only 21 knots, 21 and a half knots. So they're not really... They can't get away from me. Let's go pop a sharp turn. Although they're not very maneuverable. There we go. Dodge any potential torpedoes, and then we'll go circle around for that transport, that last transport. There we go.
Or like designed for like tracking like some convoys and all, like hit and run.
Yeah. Well, at this point though, I'm so much more advanced than my enemies. I don't have to do any of the running part, really.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of hitting. All right, so we got the Naval Invasion there, which we're still holding them off. That one's doing good, 100%. That's doing good, 100%. Oh my god, they don't overlap. Look at that, they don't overlap. Son of a biscuit eater. Alright, so then these guys will have to come down. That only needs 10,000 tons. So they're going to win next turn, and then I'll move the whole fleet down instead of doing it all at once. Alright. The conquest is going fine. That naval invasion's going fine. This naval invasion, that's the one I need to deal with, but I'll do that next turn. So then I have to do... Let's see, so I got both of these. I really want to do... was hoping these guys would march into Sicily and take that, but I think I probably have to invade. I've got all these ships up here that can start just nom-nomming these places. Although I've got them kind of contained. That's 85,000. How much do I need to get Eastern Sicily? 121,000 tons. Do I have enough tonnage here? I don't know if I have enough. Oh yeah, I've got enough. I'll just send these. I'll have these guys help out. All right. Yeah, let's have you boys double back. And you go there, and have you guys go like here. Alright, that'll take care of all that. And these guys are holding off any problems, keeping them boxed in. You know, let them do whatever they're doing there. Alright, fine, we got plenty of people. Let's go and start assigning people into here. Get them going. Now I need to slow down, what, 80,000 tons of ships, so I can repair stuff. A lot of these repairs will take 1, 2, 3 months, 6 months. So I could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here, we'll suspend 5 of these. Is that enough? That is. Alright, there we go. And then the rest of this will be built on schedule, and everything else will be repaired quickly. Alright, there we go. And then my finance is 147. Alright, where else do I have to sink enemy ships? So these guys have to go back and repair because they got beat up pretty good. So you're going to go back to your base in Pakistan. These 8 light cruisers, they need to repair also. Where are enemy ships at? Are they
sitting somewhere in port?
Yeah, probably. Let's see how many ships they even have left. So the Soviets have 3 heavies, 7 lights, and some small stuff. So they only have about 20 ships, and the Japanese have also about 20 ships. So we've wrecked most of their ships. They're building 33. The Soviets are building 71 ships. Holy crap! I bet they're building a ship pile of, like, destroyers or something.
A few of those are, like, battleships.
Well, battleships I don't mind because I can catch them. Alright, well, let's hit the next turn and we'll see what happens. I gotta turn off the turret tech next turn. Probably should have turned off this turn. All right, what do we have? Go sink you. Oh, that's nice. And that's nice. We're gonna run away from that. Thank you. Ouch! I lost some more transports. I got Southern Siberia. Alright, so the Southern Siberia guys, you are going to come down here, and you're going to go spank these dudes. There we go. So that takes care of that. So now I have to invade Japan next. Which I can start grabbing some of these islands now that they took those. Like Sulawesi. Let's see if... I don't know what that is. Let's see if I can take it. Sulawesi, 33,000 tons. Let's get you. 3 torpedo boats. Here's a... Let's go send you guys.
It looks like Japan's been busy in Indochina or something.
They have been. Let's go. I kind of want Japan to hurry up and take over this area so I can grab it too. But they, they're not doing it. I don't know if they're going to send ships down to deal with it, or if they're going to... I mean, I could sink a bunch of their ships over here. Yeah, we'll just go take that. Alright, so... we got a convoy up here. Yeah, we can fight that. Yeah, because it's at the point where, like, one of my light cruisers can take out 3-4 ships easy of the Japanese or the Soviets. And then the heavy cruisers are going to be even nastier, because that's going to be the first modern cruisers. What I kind of thought about doing was on my next campaign, just put a lot of research into cruisers and just do like a heavy cruiser based campaign.
You could do heavy and light cruiser campaign.
Yeah.
Like light cruisers could deal with like like lighter ships, like destroyers.
Yeah.
Heavy cruisers you could put on like 11-inch guns to deal with battleships and battle cruisers.
Yeah, and I probably wouldn't even do a lot of And I probably wouldn't even do a lot of battleships. I mean, if I had
maybe just like three or four of them just to help out with invasions.
Yeah, no. What I'd be tempted to do is I'd be tempted to have a single battleship as the leader of each of my task forces, and then just have some cruisers hanging out. And maybe that'll be my limitation rule: no more than one battleship per task force.
Yeah, that would be an interesting campaign.
Yeah, I'm either going to do the Russians or the Chinese next. I don't really want to do the English, the French, or the Italians.
problem with the Chinese are they got good starting naval pool, like manpower pool. Once that civil war takes over, the economy and that goes to crap.
But the Civil War's only going to happen if they lose, if they have a high unrest, right?
Yeah. That, like, Communist Party takes over, yeah, that's where the economy goes to crap.
Oh, here we go. Now that I'm invading Sicily, now the army's getting involved. I see how it is, you bastards. Now that I'm diverting ships, and they're like, oh, now we'll fight. I guess they need to get some ships over here so they can finish conquering that. I guess they're not going to be able to. Alright, so I've got all of these ships up here. I don't really want to go and conquer all this stuff. I'd rather land invasion that down. I mean, I guess I could. I probably have enough of a fleet that I can take all this out.
You could try to take the Baltic.
I mean, I could park these ships in their different ports and just really... So I need to blockade them so they can't get out. So that's going to be... So this guy here is going to be my blockading fleet. So you guys are just going to sit right there. Make sure nobody gets out. And then you boys... I'm just gonna go and do that, and then these guys, he's still fine. All right, so we're just gonna do that, and yeah, I'm gonna start munching all this stuff, I think, and then I'll just I'll leave the Ukraine area for last because I can contain them by blockading the Dardanelles so they can't get out. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. And then I'll take the Balkans probably next. You know, go grab Croatia. I don't know what kind of fleet I'm going to need for that. Actually, what I probably am going to need, because Croatia's going to be big, I probably need to get these 29 battleships here. These are all my soft cushions. These aren't very tough ships anyway. I think I'm going to go send you guys over here, so I can go invade Croatia and just take that. That way I don't have to worry about the Mediterranean anymore. So I think that's what we're going to do. Because I don't want to have to be fighting all these fights all over the damn place. I want to contain them. Well, I mean, early on I'll have a bunch of battleships, just making the ships. I think what I would do for if I were to play my next campaign is I probably won't have more than one dreadnought type ship in a fleet. You know, not I'll have because the early battleships are about the same tonnage as a cruiser.
The early versions of them were the same as a cruiser or something, but later on, not.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's go tear this guy up. This is gonna be a raffle stomp. Because the big focus I have is I want to be able to protect my transports. I'm tired of having all these problems with my transports. I want to have at least one defensive fleet in every sea region. Because if I can't protect all of my different sea regions, I'm just going to get my butt stomped. But then you have problems with, like, in England, where you have got all these little tiny sea regions around the English area. You guys need to... I think we're going to send all of you guys home. You're going to go get pizza for the rest of us. And... you guys are going to go fight. This poor battleship here, he needs to go and repair.
Their fleets definitely need some work, like,
yeah,
repairing and all.
They need a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. This'll... because what I'd like to do is I'd like to have, you know, in my battle fleet, in my task forces, I'd like each of my ships to be in that 10 to 20,000 ton range. You know, just good solid cruiser size. Which means early on they're going to have to be battleships to make up that size, but then later on I could get, you know, 10, 15,000 ton light cruisers.
Yep.
Because these old Paladin battleships are really fantastic cruisers now. Because they've got just lots and lots of armor.
Almost like battle cruiser.
Well, but the battle cruisers had battleship's guns, but they didn't have the battleship armor. And, you know, they're fast. This is more like a heavy, like an up-armored heavy cruiser, really. And they're not super expensive because they're not that big. You know, so they're not so bad to maintain. Oh, here we go. Here's a fight.
Yeah, this is what cruisers are designed for, taking out convoys.
Yeah. But without a line of battleships, it's hard to just break a big, concentrated enemy fleet. That's sort of the problem.
Thing is, like, using heavy and light cruisers against battleships, you would have to put some serious firepower on these ships just to counter it.
Yeah, or what you do is you do hit and run tactics and start just whittling off their escort ships, and then once you're down to like a lone battleship against 6 cruisers, maybe it won't be so bad.
Yeah, you may lose a few, but numbers. Kind of like swarm tactics.
Yeah, just zerg them. But I'd rather not have to resort to zerging. I'd rather. Yeah, I mean, against a big. That's the problem. Against a big fleet of enemy battleships, having a couple of good battleships, or having like 4 or 5 battleships in a line just to smack the snot out of them, that makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's just light all of you guys up. But all these small guns are just tearing up their light cruisers.
Yeah. Like, there's pretty much no need to put torpedoes on them.
Yeah. Well, that's why I don't bother with. I mean, torpedoes are nice for hitting big ships, but for just mauling the small stuff, I just like having all these. These 5.9s seem to be really good. You know, when I... Oh, shit. Are you going to actually dodge this, or am I going to have to manually dodge? Because I don't trust you. Because you guys always end up running into torpedoes. I mean, He's going to get hit, isn't he? I guess not. Alright. Let's go turn him around and get out of here. And we'll try to... Sometimes these cruisers like to go out of their way to hit enemy torpedoes, and it's really annoying. I mean, the auto dodge is nice, but it's not always nice.
Yeah, it's not perfect.
Yeah. Which is interesting, because the AI's auto dodge works fucking great.
Yeah.
Just mine doesn't. Let's see if we can go take out... I really want to go hunt down these destroyers before they have a chance to reload. Oh, they already have. Let's go finish you off.
Do you ever sometimes get the feeling that the AI cheats?
Well, I mean, the way I see it is I'm playing it on legendary difficulty. It's supposed to cheat. You know, it's supposed to be hard, so that doesn't bother me so much that you know, if the AI is cheating. It's more a matter of, if I tell my ship to do something, I want it to do it. I don't want it to go do something else. I get really mad when my ships go out of their way to hit torpedoes that they would have just missed if they just went straight. It's like, just fall asleep at the wheel and you'll be fine. Don't like wake up and try hard to hit a torpedo. This is not a game of how many torpedoes can I catch. But
it's not like, it's like Pokemon but meant for torpedoes.
Yeah, I gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
It feels like that sometimes, though. Tell you what, I do like these ships being fast, because I can outmaneuver my enemies. These are, what, 5-kilometer torpedoes? Yeah.
Sometimes you can outrun torpedoes if you're like if you maneuver correctly.
Well, or if they're old enough torpedoes, if you're in a fast enough ship.
Yeah.
These smoke screens are just delaying the inevitable.
God, I find them smoke screens annoying.
Yeah, I don't use the smoke screens that much. I mean, I do a little bit. Look at all these big numbers there. These guys are just doing so much damage. All these little hits.
Sometimes they get that lucky one.
Yeah. I think what I'm going to do the next campaign, my goal is going to be to keep my transports alive. Instead of doing these just burning down enemy areas and then building up my transports afterwards, I really want to focus on protecting my fleets. Or protecting my transport fleets.
I think that's where destroyers would come in. Like they're like, you know, small, cheap. You could get them out in like 7 months, and meant for like convoy escorts.
Yeah. I wonder if different ships have different protection bonuses. I don't know if there's a lot of documentation on that. Well, we sank a lot of stuff. How fast are you? 33. We'll just auto resolve it. He took a lot of damage. And he's 20 knots. I'm just gonna auto resolve it. Hopefully I don't regret it. No, that's good enough. Okay. And we'll run you away. That's the other thing. I could park a fast torpedo boat outside their port and just tie up one of their ships constantly trying to chase me around while I keep running away. And so I've got that torpedo boat tying up a cruiser. I lost 7 ships. 7 transports. We got the Russia Far East. Alright, how are we? 144. It's not... I mean, it's awful, but it's not that awful. As long as we're still over 100%. Let's go add more troops to our... Go get him up there. $292, so I can reinstate some of these. Are we still good? We are. Wow, we are barely good within 1,000 tons. Outstanding. Alright, so this is going to be a invade the Soviets turn. So we've got whatever this Kamchatka is. I don't know what.
Yeah, when you go to war with France, you're going to get a lot of docking space, man.
Yeah. Let's see here. I guess let's see what I can take from the Soviets. I'd like to grant... Oh, I can invade Kamchatka. Yeah, let's do Kamchatka. Alright, the problem is I don't know where I'm going to... So I'll have to put some guys up this way. I don't know where I'm going to... So he's at 100%. He's at 100%. I've got this battle here. Actually, I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'm going to be right back. Give me a minute. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Alright, I'm back. Let's go get these guys. There's an awful lot of Soviet Union to take. They are a big place. And looks like we found our next victims. Hey, I've got a question for you. How's the game volume compared to my voice volume? Is the volume okay? I've never actually asked anybody that before. Let's go kill that guy. Please finish off the destroyer. There's no such thing as overkill. Ouch. I lost a main gun. Did you get a chance to launch? Yes, you did. So we're going to turn hard. There we go. Very nice. Then we'll go take this guy out. It's only about 10 o'clock, so I'm doing okay on time. Alright, so as far as the new ships go, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's go send you guys over there to go take that. Suspend one of you, and looks pretty good. These torpedo boats, let's go put you, have you guys just hang out. Oh, I need more people to capture that, don't I? That's interesting. Let's have you guys go up here. Put half you guys down there. Maybe that'll be enough to do it. And we'll toss you guys there too. And we'll send you guys there. Alright, so that'll help that out. Alright, I think we're in okay shape. 144. Alright. I guess the French and Italians really like me. Which is going to be difficult to fix. Let's run you away. Well, that's going to be a problem. Alright, let's get you the heck out of there.
Looks like the Japanese finally came out of hiding.
A little bit, yeah. Hey, I got a question for you. How's my volume for my voice compared to the volume of the game? Is the volume pretty good?
Yeah.
Or is the game too quiet?
The game is quiet, but it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I have partial hearing loss in my right ear, so yeah.
How'd you pull that off?
When I lived in like Saxy, I used to have a swimming pool.
Right.
Yeah, one of my sister's friend accidentally kicked me in the face on my left ear, fractured my jaw, and that's how I lost hearing.
Okay, so it wasn't like too much heavy metal or something like that.
Yeah. It wasn't, yeah, I never got lost hearing from military or anything like that.
Alright, let's see what else we got. Well, that kind of sucks. Getting kicked in the face sucks. We'll fight this one manually, I think. We'll take these crappy battleships out for a spin.
Yeah.
I'll show you just how derpy these battleships are. These are my old 1890 starting battleships.
Oh, but not obsolete.
Oh, they're beyond obsolete, but I just use them for invasion tonnage because they're big.
Yeah.
10,000 tons each.
Yeah. Old, but not out of the fight yet, right?
Yeah. They're good for invading things.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's get all these jokers together. We'll just make a single giant conga line of death. And I don't even know what all is in these. I've got all these old ass ships in here. And let's do abreast.
Yeah, before you do your next major wars, I think you should revamp your fleet.
Well, I'm not going to have any major wars coming up, I don't think.
Yeah.
Because this is just all cleanup. But yes, I've got these like super old. They've got like a single big derpy gun on the back, and these are old ass ships.
Yeah.
But this light cruiser's going to be like, oh crap! As soon as he sees them.
And it's going to take a while to sort out.
I probably ought to just have my one good ship go and fight them by himself. That destroyer's going to try and get the fuck out of there too.
Yeah.
You know what we're going to do? I'm going to take you, and you go faster on your own. And you boys are going to screen him. And I want you to hit the destroyer, please. I don't want that destroyer getting away. Because he's going to be fast. Well, not that fast, but... He's not going to be fast anymore. He just got hit. Yeah. There we go. Problem solved. All those angry battleships back there. There we go. See, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Let's 20 knot. Yeah, we'll go catch him. Alright, here we go. No, please don't do that. I'm trying to turn the camera, not turn the ship. There's a pretty good ship here. I like these 13.9-inch guns just because you get them relatively early on. And you can kind of stack them up pretty good. Ooh, well that went through his main tower. That one went right through his main tower and down into the bottom, out the bottom of the ship. Holy crap. What a hell of a hit. It went right through the tower, through the deck, through the engines, and down into the bottom of the ship and out the bottom. Talk about a hit. Holy crap. That's a hell of a hit. Because check this out. I took out the captain, the engine, set the ship on fire, and flooded it. That's a grassy knoll shot right there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Well, yeah, like any any inch of gun, like doing plunging fire is deadly. No matter how thick your deck is.
Oh yeah, no, plunging fire is rough.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to put like 6-7 inches of armor on my deck because it stabilizes the ship.
Yeah.
But it, let's go get this guy now.
That guy just got destroyed.
Yeah. Better than I could have shot.
If it's World of Warships, that's probably a different story.
Yeah, well they have. I've never played World of Warships. I've watched some videos, and you got all sorts of like auto aim and figure out how to lead the target and.
Yeah.
Although it would be really cool if you could navigate through islands and stuff like that. Although with the way that controlling the fleets through all these that would have made the game a lot tougher. But it'd be really cool to have actual naval terrain. There was a game called Silent Service. It came out, I don't know, in like the early 90s. It was a submarine game where you'd go and hunt down, your American submarine hunting down Japanese ships. And depending on where on the map you were, you would actually have actual terrain to fight around. Different land masses and whatnot. So it's very cool. Why are you so slow? Who is the slow person? The Rosenberg. Where's the Rosenberg at? You keep sneaking in here, and you only have 19 knots. You need to go away. You are not... You're supposed to be scrapped. Alright.
Maybe that ship just refuses to die.
I know, right? It's like the stowaway in the fleet.
Yeah, there's always one of those ships that refuses to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got like an old dreadnought down here in Texas, known as the USS Texas.
Yeah.
She still floats, man.
Yeah, well, that ship's over 100 years old. That's from before World War One.
Yeah. She came out 2 years. She was launched 2 years before World War One even started.
Now I know they're having some restoration issues with it.
Yeah.
But no, that was a badass ship.
Yep.
Now, was the Texas at Pearl Harbor?
No. She was in. I think she was in the Atlantic.
Okay.
Yeah. She saw everything, man.
That's a bad. And then she's got what she got 12-inch or 14-inch guns?
10, 14-inch, and 5 turrets.
Right. Where they had that weird middle turret, right? Like 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and 1 in the middle.
Yeah. That's how dreadnoughts of that time period were designed.
Yeah. Still, it's super badass.
Yeah.
There was I was in St. Petersburg once, and they had an old cruiser from like the
Uh-huh.
1890s that
Yeah.
hey, let me go look it up real quick on Google. Let's see here. What is the let's see here. The Russian cruiser Aurora, that's what it is. It's a museum ship in St. Petersburg, and it's moored in the Neva River. Uh, Built in 1897, and it participated in the Russo-Japanese War, and it was bombed during World War II. So and it's just sitting there, and yeah, because I was in a taxi cab and I saw this thing as we were driving by. I was like, "Holy shit, that is an old ass ship!" And I could recognize the era that it was from playing this game, and you could tell that it's an 1890 style Russian ship.
Yeah, because of all the casemate.
Yeah, and all that stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
It's pretty badass. No, I love some of these old ships. Oh yeah, we're gonna kick this guy's ass. And then in London, I was in London once. They've got a which is the ship? Which is the one moored in London?
Belfast on the river there in London.
What is it?
HMS Belfast. It's there on the river in London. I think near Big Ben.
Yeah, it is the Belfast. Yeah, that light cruiser. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I went to the Imperial War Museum in London, and it was pretty awesome. I was visiting. One of my friends was working in London at the time, so I was visiting her, and it was pretty sweet. No, I love these old ships. And then in New York City, where I grew up, we had the Intrepid, which is kind of a cool aircraft carrier.
Yeah, when I was in Alabama, at Gulf Shores, just hanging out on the beaches and all, we would pass this Alabama class, not Alabama, South Dakota class battleship.
Right.
Yeah, right there in Mobile or Mobile, how some people pronounce it. In Mobile, I gone on there a few times. You really never realize how big those ships are until you're on them.
Oh yeah, no, they're huge.
Yeah.
At one point, I never did it, but at one point, I'd found an old World War II era Coast Guard frigate for sale, and it was for about $100,000. And it's like 150 feet long, and I was really tempted to buy it. I was down in Houston, and I was tempted to buy it and just live in it because that cost less than a house.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be awesome just to sail it around. Although I bet it's expensive as shit to operate. The problem is it only went 16 knots, which that's not really going to be all that useful. It used to be a scientific research ship that was being decommissioned, and they're just trying to sell it for whatever they could get just because they didn't want to pay the upkeep anymore.
Yeah.
But how awesome would that be to live? It's all the rich people, talking about their fancy yachts, and you just pull up in an old World War II warship.
Yeah.
Just pull on up into New York Harbor next to all the billionaires' yachts, and you just have this big old ugly chunky thing. That would be badass.
Yeah. Even just roll up in a dog where all those rich people are like, "Who's laughing now?"
I bet a lot of places wouldn't let you dock because the thing would have. Well, I'm sure they took the guns off of it, but there's a lot of places if you have guns on your ship, they won't let you. They won't let you dock. All right, so it's time to invade a Japanese territory. So we can invade. So you're sitting at 100%. So let's invade Java. And we'll just sort of park you right there. They're never going to be able to capture that. The problem is I don't have enough ships to be able to... I got all these damn ships everywhere that I've got to deal with.
Java looks easy to take.
Yeah, I think, let's see, so you're at 100%, you're at 100%, I don't need to worry about that. I'm going to take these guys. How beat up are these guys? They're not beat up at all. Well, some of these guys are a little beat up. Some of the lighter ships are beat up. I mean, I could go down there and try and nom it with this battleship group. I don't know if I have other. I've got this battleship here. Let's go send you over there because you were injured. That'll give me some more tons. And then I've got a bunch of guys over here, so these guys can go. We'll send you over this way just to sort of deal with whatever they've got. Was that a light cruiser? Alright, let's actually have you go here instead. Let's go get that guy. Let's see if we can take them out. Alright, and then these... There's a bunch of cruisers heading up this way. What I want to get them. So I'd like to repair these guys, but I think I need to... Do I have any mothballed ships? Or we... So let's unsuspend you. Oh, I need to double check my research, because I don't need to be researching turrets anymore. What are my big guns doing? I don't need 20-inch guns. I want Mark V 10s and 11s, damn it. Alright, fine, whatever.
Yeah, I thought you don't need a 20-inch.
No, I really don't. I mean, I'm never going to have anything big enough to need that. So these guys can fuck around down there. They're going to be fine. I need to go deal with all these damn Japanese ships. So I guess I'll start by having... I'll go repair those guys later. So I'm going to start by having you guys go here to try and intercept that group. And we'll call that good enough. How are my transports? 142? Alright. That's what we got. And I'll try and take this guy out. And we got him. Cool. And oh, we got him also. Nice. You're going to run away. And we are definitely going to fight you. Because Paladin is for fight.
Deciding to make a game that's like Ultimate Admiral, but for tanks.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Although I don't know how... I don't know how that'd work with the...
around the tanks, yeah.
We're controlling divisions. The problem is tanks don't operate quite in the same... You know, you don't have like the battle lines. It'd be harder to operate them. But
yeah.
I love the idea of being able to design your own stuff.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of this game.
Like design mechanics like Ultimate Admiral, but meant for tanks.
Now they've got a game called Sprocket, which lets you design your own tank, but it's very complicated.
Yeah.
And what I like about Ultimate Admiral is that it gives you a lot of design ability, but it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. This back gun is turned in through the superstructure. That's pretty crazy. I guess it can't shoot because it can't shoot through the ship, but we'll just sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that! It's just pointed right through the superstructure there.
Yeah, it's like a glitch, man.
Right on. Oh, we missed that. I didn't miss that time. Ooh, there we go. Right through the back, yeah. I got him again, too. Get that last shot off? You are. Let's go. Let's go turn you. Oh, he's really screwed. He is really, really screwed. There we go. All done.
Like 1,000 numbers, man.
Let's go run that guy away. Only lost one transport this time. That's good. I got Angola.
Yeah, I think you're like dealing damage to their fleets where they're having a tough time keeping up.
Yeah, we're back up to 144. Oh, he's at sea. I can't. Let's go get those guys commissioned. Alright, so it is going to be convoy time. Hello, convoy. I don't really want to do this. Yeah, I'm just going to auto-resolve it. Oh, there we go. Alright, so... we're going to have you hang out here. Have you guys go hang out there with them. There we go. And... alright, so let's see what's going on over here in Angola. So we took Angola. And then you guys can go back and hang out with your buddies and repair and chill out. Actually, no, we're going to have you guys go hang out here in that port and just to stabilize Angola. Alright, so we got this naval invasion's going good. Whose turn is it to get invaded? It is the Soviet turn to get invaded. We are going to go for Croatia.
Declare war on minor nations.
Holy crap, 637,000 tons. Jesus. I don't think I have enough tonnage for that. No, I do not. I guess I'm not invading Croatia. Not yet, anyways. Alright, what else can we invade? We got, this is going along. They're doing good. So Siberian Russia I can't do anything about. I guess I'm... I could be a dick and invade Central Russia. I really want to invade Croatia to get this out of the way, but I don't see any easy way of... They don't have a lot of army force there. It's just I need so many tons.
You can't merge all your fleets on it because you got to do other things.
Yeah, I got way too much going on.
Yeah. You could go for Romania or any of the stuff in the Baltic.
Yeah, well, I want to leave the Black Sea alone because I can bottle them up here, and they can't get through the Dardanelles because I control Gallipoli. I've got a bunch of tonnage involved in taking this. So once I finish Sicily, I can always go back and get Croatia. All right, let's see. What do we have for... Central Russia's only 89,000 tons.
Hey, it looks like the army's doing something in Europe.
Let's see. What do we... Oh, yeah, we're going after Eastern Poland. Yeah, so let's go invade Central Russia. And... because I can attack a lot of places from there.
Yeah.
And then we'll take this big-ass fleet and send you all the way back here to Central Russia. So we're going to go right here. Oh, I can't get to them there, can I? I guess I have to go here, and I have to go break this blockade. Oh, I can only have the torpedo boat there. Alright, so we're going to take you boys. We're going to go there and team up with them. And it's a torpedo boat. It's a battleship. I'd love to eat that battleship. But I need this blockading fleet here to keep them from getting out. Otherwise these guys will swarm all over Europe and cause me a mess.
What I find funny about Russia, even in early games, they're like everybody's punching bag.
Yeah.
Like everybody just goes after them.
Well, I mean they're big, they're behind on tech, and they're spread out, and it's easy to get isolated because you have any of the fleet in the Black Sea is stuck in the Mediterranean. Any of the Baltics fleet, they're stuck in the Baltics. Anything up north, they're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and then anything in the Far East is really isolated. So they're really spread out.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we're gonna.
The other country that's like pretty much would be behind would be China.
Yeah.
They're just isolated there, either in the Yellow Sea or East China Sea.
And their starting ships are awful.
Yeah. And like I said, they're like China's usually isolated there. I can.
Well, let's go break this blockade.
Yeah.
Russia looks like it'd be a lot of fun to play, just because it'd be strategically complicated. China, I'm not sure about. China looks like it'd be kind of a pain in the ass. I mean, it'd still probably be fun to play. I mean, all these are kind of fun.
Yeah, I tried China. It's just the unrest was terrible.
Alright, so I think all of these torpedo boats are going to... You guys are going to run away. Because you are too badly beat up. 26, 20... Why are we only going 22 knots? Is it because of, like, bad sea waves or something?
Or probably underperforming engines.
Yeah. Alright, well... Oh, this Rhode Island, look how awful this... Yeah, this is one of these stupid ships where it's a captured American ship, and so I just put a big old 13.9-inch gun in the middle. Like a tank cannon.
Yeah, it's one of those ships that ship designs that look like it makes no sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, they had ships like this where they'd put their primary guns on the two little side turrets. It was a stupid design.
Yeah.
But I've got a 13.9-inch gun. I outgunned... Oh, this guy has more guns, though. But he doesn't have radar. No. So I've got, like... Here's an old 1890 ship with Conic 5 and first-gen radar.
Yeah.
And because it's only the one gun, it has a nearly 360 firing arc.
It's one of those ugly ships that you don't want to look at, but really have to.
Yeah. Ouch. You got a hit on me. I really want to burn down this battleship first. There we go. There's a hit. I got a 1% chance to hit me, and don't shoot the cruiser, shoot the damn battleship. Come on. Don't turn. Keep going straight and shoot the fucking battleship. There we go.
I see why the Rhode Island's speed sucks. It gets getting engine vibration.
Oh yeah, it's got a lot of problems.
Yeah.
I just wish they would shoot at what I tell them to shoot at and quit changing targets automatically. I've got pretty good armor on this thing. I got actually a lot of armor on this thing. About 77, 79% chance to hit. If I can get the shot off without him changing targets on me. I got a hit. Alright, I guess we gotta go after this cruiser. Fine, go take the cruiser. Let's just go mess this guy up. They took out my main gun though. So now I'm in some trouble. I may need to run the Rhode Island away.
This may be the end of the Rhode Island.
Well, I'm not super worried about it. It's just he has just that one gun. And let's go ahead and retreat you. Now these guys will be alright. They don't have radar or anything. They're not as... Yeah, I really like this Cleveland. Look at all these single 5.9-inch guns. It's got like 9 of them. Unfortunately, these are all
center line, man.
Yeah, these are all second-string cruisers. And I don't know if I can win this engagement, so I may just not have enough oomph. I really needed that 13-inch gun on the Rhode Island to pull it off.
Yeah, the Rhode Island just got knocked out too fast.
Let's go high explosive shots. Let's go burn you. Yeah, I mean, it was doing fine until I lost the gun.
Yeah. And it was just in a weird position, too.
Yeah, well, it's sort of a... It was a captured ship.
Yeah.
I just kept it around as a fleet mascot. Now these guys, I never bothered upgrading with them with radar or anything. I mean, they're still good. And I might be able to win this fight. I don't know if I have enough ammo. I should have enough ammo. I mean, this guy's going to get burnt down.
We'll just see how this plays out.
Yeah. But my Rhode Island, other than the 13-inch gun, it's got just a bunch of 2.9s and just some garbage. Now I've got better ships coming. But I was really hoping to break the blockade with this fleet. Ouch. That took a chunk out of me. Didn't breach the Citadel, though, so that's good. Down to 50%. He's on fire quite a bit. What's the armor on you? You've got decent armor. I should be able to punch it. Well, maybe not. These guns really aren't that great for... But we're starting a lot of fires.
Yeah. You could kill it by just doing, like, extensive fire.
I think that's the plan. I think we're just going to light this guy on fire. Oh, now he's starting to flood.
And with these your light cruisers, there's like one problem I have. To me, I think. And the more guns you have, the bigger the magazine. So.
Oh yeah. No, that is. Well, I mean, these things were designed to hunt down small ships, so I wasn't. They're not. Ouch. They're not really made to go after the big boys.
Yeah.
But.
Because like one big round into the magazine, the whole thing's going up.
Yeah, that is definitely the problem.
Yeah.
But
if they're good at killing smaller ships, yeah, keep them.
Well, these are some of the ships that they're going to get scrapped.
Yeah.
It's just that they're busy fighting the commies right now, so.
Hey, whatever works, right?
Yeah. All right. So the question is, all right, I think it's time to leave. Let's detach you. Because once he takes a flooding hit, it is time to retreat and smoke up. And then these guys... Oh, he doesn't even have the range that the other guy did. These are picric acid. I don't think he's taking him.
Well, he did get the heavy cruiser.
Yeah, I think that. This is a 3,000-ton light cruiser. I think that one hit will really mess me up. But we're getting... But this is picric acid, so it's going to light a lot of fires.
Or you could get a lucky shot on a plunging fire one.
I mean, he's got, is it 74%? I mean, he's running away. His back armor is bad. Oh, look at that. His back armor is really bad. Fuck it. Let's go. I'm just going to scrap these guys anyway. He's 10.8 kilometers away, and I've got a...
At least he's a slow ship.
Yeah, he's got pretty good chance of fucking. Alright, time to leave. Time to leave. Yeah, I think this guy just got messed up.
Yeah.
End battle. Alright. They got away. Alright, not... I mean, it's still a win. We sank their cruiser, and these are like my derpiest ships that I've got, so it wasn't awful. But there we go. We'll get these guys in.
So it looks like auto's off.
Say that again. I didn't hear you.
This one looked like auto was off.
Yeah, I probably should have, but I want to get my retribution.
Yeah.
Actually, what I probably ought to do is have my light cruisers. Oh, never mind. We're already catching up to them. As I could have my light cruisers go and scout ahead, but we're already going faster than the 4 knots, 5 knots. Oh, these guys are already beat up pretty bad. Oh, that's because I hit them with something. All right, well we'll just chase them down and not worry about it. That plunging fire is so nasty.
Yeah.
Just right through the ship.
Yes, because the plunging fire is where the round comes down nearly vertical.
Yeah. Which way are you going? You're trying to... Oh, you're still attacking. Fuck.
Oh.
Right through the ship and just exploded the whole thing. Wow. Well, that didn't go well for him, did they? Those are little 4,000-ton light cruisers too. They were pretty small.
Uh-huh. Yeah, your fleet is just going sniper mode, man.
Hey, it's got the radar.
Oh, shit!
I'm gonna have to go and run this guy away manually. Yeah, once I get radar, if I can get radar before the enemy does, then it's just over at that point.
Yeah. Because you could detect them at greater distance and guns could easily track.
And I don't even need the stereoscopic targeting for long-range accuracy because the radar takes care of the long-range accuracy.
Yeah.
Alright, we got away. Got South Hokkaido. Not selling you those ships. Let's do... There we go, we got him. Alright, so let's... So this guy, they're doing fine. They're doing fine. There's South Hokkaido. They're doing just peachy. I need to... I think it's the time... Whose turn is it to invade? The Japan invade. I guess I'll... and China's gotten pretty big. They've taken a lot of stuff. Alright, I guess let's see what I can... North Hanzu. I guess we're going to take you. Alright. So that's 100%. So North Hanzu is going to be this fleet's problem. Now we're just going to go over here. And then we got this guy. That's just that one torpedo boat. I think we're going to... have you team up with these guys. Alright, so that'll take care of that. How are my transports doing? 145. So we're slowly gaining back transports. I really want to take out this dude. Hopefully I can catch him. Alright, what else do we have? Because they don't really have a lot of stuff over here. Oh, right, that's right, up here. I need to get these guys into the invasion zone. And these guys are jacked up pretty bad, so that's not gonna work. Now what I could do, if I have to, is I could always take... Can I retreat you guys down to here? I can. And then you guys are going to go up here and risk getting into a fight with all this shit. And then I have a cruiser somewhere. It says I have a cruiser in the North Sea, but I don't know where it is. Oh, maybe I can get one of these guys up and going now. So let's... A single ship. Alright, that's fine. And then 531. Let's go ahead and...
Got a lot of mothballed cruisers there.
Yeah. I've got to get these guys all crewed up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the crew pool being a problem.
Yeah, that's why I was hoping to scuttle a lot of these, scrap a lot of these older ships. These Tulsas. I mean, these are... I think I've already have I refitted these? I think I refitted the Tulsas with radar and all that. Yeah, the Tulsas I've set up with, they're pretty decent. With oil and yeah, the Tulsas are modern ships or modern-ish ships, so I don't want to get rid of those. I think I'm just sort of stuck how I am right now. Let's see, where's the soft paladins? No, the New Yorks are fine. These unexpecteds are these are still pretty okay-ish ships. I might fix them up. They don't. The thing is, these guys don't use a lot of crew. You, this Nuremberg. You right there. I want you because you are old and slow. You're Northeast Asia. Fine, let's go find this guy. So Northeast Asia. We're looking for, there we go, right here. This guy right there.
Yeah, he's still at sea.
That's okay. So the Rosenberg. We're going to put you in Vladivostok. That's the only 19... Oh, you know what I can do? I can just search it like this. We'll just go... Yeah, that's the only 19 knot ship I have. I've got all these Pueblos and stuff in the Sea of Japan. These are also... These are also small ships. The Pueblo class and the Roanoke. So all these guys need to go... These are all in the Sea of Japan. The problem is that all these guys are probably part of, like, this flotilla here. And I really don't want to screw with it until after I've conquered these, because I don't want to mess up my stuff. So we'll just deal with it.
You could just wait until these wars are over.
Yeah, and then I'll scrap them.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is a fight that I'll take. Because that Wyoming ship, it's a captured ship. It's slow, but it's nice. I mean, the captured American battleships have done me pretty good.
Yeah, because we have one to get shipbuilding in the industry, though.
Yeah. Alright, so...
I remember like learning stuff about World War II, like when the U.S. got into World War II, like when their like wartime industry went in full gear, and we were getting like a destroyer a month or two out. It was like insane.
Well, we're building a lot of transport ships also. We're building like a transport ship every day.
Yeah.
I mean, we built thousands of ships.
It only took like 1 or 2 years to build one of the Iowas.
Yeah.
During the wartime. Which was pretty fast.
And they got it done.
Yep. Whatever it takes to win a war, right?
A lot of it was that instead of pushing new technology, the American plan was just to industry up and build a lot of what we already knew how to build instead of making a lot of anything crazy.
Yep.
So we had sort of an advantage in that regard.
Yep. You ever watched the movie Midway, the 2019 version?
The 2019 one's pretty good. I like the I like the original Midway from like the 70s or something, because that's the one that I watched as a kid. But the 2019 one went into a lot of detail on the historical aspects of things, and so I thought that was really that was a big hit. So I thought that was really useful.
Oh yeah. It's crazy. A lot of the military guys didn't like the guys who worked in like the intel stuff.
Well, it's a different breed of people.
Yeah.
Let's go and auto-resolve you, bunk. I lost a lot of ships. Ouch. A lot of Asia stuff. Alright.
It's just like an auto-resolve.
Alright, this will be a good fight here. Let's do that.
Yeah.
What I like about the original Midway movie from the 80s or 70s was they started out with the Doolittle raid. Sorry, I'm laughing for some reason. And they showed real war footage for the bombing runs. And the guy who played Admiral Yamamoto was one of the dudes from Seven Samurais, I believe. He was like the super famous Japanese actor. Let me go find it. I'm going to go pull up IMDb. And he had this real attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 1976, that's what it was. And where is it? Charleston Heston, Henry Fonda, Glenn Farr. I mean, he had a lot of fucking big names in that movie. Also, A Bridge Too Far. A lot of these old movies where you had people who'd actually lived through that time period. There we go. Toshiro Mifune, that guy. He is like an acting badass from from Seven Samurai and all the old Japanese like martial arts movies and samurai movies and stuff. And he went to a great lengths to do like the attention to detail stuff on Admiral Yamamoto and.
Yeah. Tracked down Yamamoto and shot him down.
Yeah.
I wonder what would have happened to him if he survived.
My understanding is that he was one of the more reasonably minded Japanese admirals, and they knew that they needed to have a quick victory or they'd be screwed because they couldn't win a prolonged war.
Yeah. Yeah, if he would have survived, the Pacific War would have dragged on longer.
I don't know. The problem was we were outproducing the Japanese by so much that after like 1943, we outnumbered them so heavily. At that point, they were just kind of fucked.
Yeah. Because we would have more carriers anyway.
Well, it's the same problem. Like, whenever you see a big country fighting a little country, you know, look at the modern like Russia versus Ukraine thing, right? Russia's just such a bigger country; they've got more manufacturing. Or if you look at like Israel and the Middle East, Israel's got a badass military, but if the Middle East teams up against Israel, they're going to just eventually out-manufacture them.
Yeah.
And so the Japanese had a lot of really good stuff, but we just had so much of it. All right, we got to invade something in the Soviets.
You could go for, like, Prussia.
Well, I want to get these guys into... I can't get them through here, though, is the problem. I can't get to Central Russia to even invade it, is the problem. So that's gonna be a big... So I'm gonna have to fight my way through all these fleets.
You could take Finland and Estonia. That should limit them a bit.
Oh yeah, I could grab southern Finland.
Yeah.
With my existing... Yeah, let's do that. Good call, good call. Southern Finland. Boom. Oops, that didn't work. There we go. Southern Finland. Because my ship's already there, so I'll be able to...
And you could reinforce them easily.
Yeah. I can't move him. He's pinned down. That's 16,000 ton cruiser. Let's get you in on this also. And let's go get more of these guys. Alright, where are we at? Scapa Flow.
Yeah, this game really makes you think where you should want to invade.
Yeah. There we go. Let's get these guys going. No, I like that it's a complex strategy game. I have a lot of fun with this. What I might have to do is I might need to grab... I mean, I'd like to think I've got enough resources here to grab all this stuff. I don't really want to just cramp a bunch of ships in here. It might be the smart thing to do, or I just send more ships to deal with Japan. I think I've got enough ships to deal with Japan.
Yeah, you might.
I mean, it's hard fighting this two-front war. I know that they're boxed in here, they're boxed in there, so we're good in that regard. And these are older ships too, aren't they? These are good ships. Well, yeah, these are good ships. You guys... I mean, you're a little beat up, but I think I'm just going to... How's my shipyard space? A little bit tight. I don't want to really repair anybody yet. Alright, we're just going to...
Yeah. I did notice a Russian fleet in the Pacific.
Really? Where at?
I think toward...
I don't see anybody here. Maybe it's on the other side.
Yeah.
They've got somebody up. No, it's Japanese. I mean, we're gonna grab all of this, so they're gonna be pretty stuck soon. Because this is the last. This is the last Russian Pacific port. Then they're screwed.
Yeah, it was like towards Japan or something.
Yeah, I don't see him.
Korea.
Oh, here he is, right here.
Yeah.
I could send a fleet this way to go help with that. I've got these guys here. They're a little beat up. These guys need to get repaired first. So let's send you guys to Tobruk and repair. All right, then we got some more people going up here to get Finland. This will be good enough. How are my transports doing? 140. Yeah, I lost a lot of stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go take the Baltics, and then Croatia's just gonna wait. And it looks like my army is gonna start nom-nomming across Eastern Europe.
If they even do something.
Oh, screw France. Go munch these guys. Go munch those guys. Alright, I lost more transports. Got Northern Hodaku. Oh, you know what I could do? I could mothball the old ships and then just sell them, probably. But,
yeah, or scrap them.
I'll probably just scrap them.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we have to do... So you're 100%. So is this a Japan invasion turn, or... Yeah, Japan. So what do we have? South. Well, we'll do that. Alright. Yeah, we're just going to invade the crap out of Japan and just get rid of these guys.
Yeah. They're pretty much an island nation, so yeah.
They're pretty vulnerable.
Yeah. He did screw their fleet.
Yeah, let's go attack these guys, see if I can catch them.
Yeah.
Alright, and then... That's going to be a few more turns. That's going to be one more turn. Yeah, this will just take care of all that mess. These light cruisers are going to go try and chase you down.
And I've never been crazy for the subs in this game.
Yeah, they seem to be kind of useless. I don't...
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of them. 29 battles.
Especially when you use them against fleets, it's like they either lightly or medium damage them.
Yeah.
And when you're trying to sink them, it's like either do lightly or don't even damage them at all.
Yeah. Oh, these guys can just sit there.
All you're doing is just wasting destroyers on them.
Yeah, I mean, I've occasionally had a submarine do some damage to my ship. I mean, the subs are really good about taking out transports and stuff. Yeah. But I'd rather put the effort into destroyers.
Yeah.
Alright, here's my fight.
Hey, good one.
Hey, Slav. Okay. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, actually. I'm going to go grab me another Coke. So give me a moment. I'll be right back. I am back with a new frosty beverage. Alright, let's do this. One of my light crews is a little bit messed up. I kinda want you to just retreat and not get hurt. And the rest of you boys can fight. Sure would be nice if my mouse would click properly. There we go. I need to get a new mouse. I really like this Microsoft Sidewinder mouse that I have, but it's a little bit old and beat up. Alright, let's go read what Slav said. So, you got kamikaze by combat drones? That sucks.
I find drones annoying, especially in like war games.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's sort of the way of the future because you can do all, look at all the modern war footage coming out of the Ukraine war or the Houthis attacking the ships in the Sea of Hormuz. Did I say that right?
I'm still surprised that Ukraine is still holding out for this long.
Well, there's a couple reasons why. First off, the U.S. is sending them shit piles of money and weapons. But the other thing is that if you look at what the Russians are doing, their priority is to preserve their forces. Because the Russians are of the belief that they're not really fighting Ukraine, who they view as brethren, but they view that this is a fight against NATO, which there is some truth to that. And so there's a lot of evidence to suggest that the Russians have been holding back because they don't want to just raffle stomp Ukraine. And so they've been taking a lot of care. At least that's what some of the claim is. From my perspective, because I've got Ukrainians who are fighting on both. I've got Ukrainian friends who are on both sides of the conflict. Some of my friend's wife in New York. She's from Kharkov originally, and so she's on the pro-Russian, side. And I've got I've got a friend from the Lviv area, which is in western Ukraine, and they're on the pro-west side. And a lot of the Ukrainians I know mostly just don't want they want to be able to deal with both parties. They don't really want Russia running the show, but they don't want the West running the show either. And so they're really caught in the middle, because in many ways there's a civil war going on in Ukraine, and then that started for a variety of reasons. The U.S. has a certain amount of blame involved, and the Russians have some blame involved. But the Russian claim, which there's some truth to this, when Ukraine gave up their nuclear weapons back in the 90s, in 1991, they signed a treaty with Russia that if anybody ever fucked with Ukraine, that Russia was obligated by treaty to come and save their ass. So in 2014, when the U.S. Essentially orchestrated a coup in Ukraine and kicked out Yanukovych went to Russia and said, "Hey, Putin, that treaty that that Ukraine and Gorbachev signed back in the day, or maybe it was Yeltsin who signed it. I'm calling in that treaty. You're obligated by treaty to come in and save my ass." But the Russians weren't in a position to fight the West back then. They were still economically weak, so they did a lot of covert stuff and a lot of
after what happened after the fall of the Soviets.
Right, it just took them a long time to rebuild because communism doesn't work. But and the Russians are the modern Russians are very anti-communist. They're kind of returning back towards their czarist roots.
Yeah.
So the Russians have been building this up for a long time, but if you look at the demographics of Ukraine, the eastern third of Ukraine is fighting against the western two-thirds. There's a civil war going on in there as well, and so one of the reasons that it's holding off, that's taking so long, is I think that the Russians are trying to minimize casualties both on their side and and trying to minimize casualties among the civilians. And the Russian military is not really designed for that. They're a largely like artillery blast the shit out of things kind of military, right? And and if you look at the politics of it, most of the Russians I know don't really want to kill a bunch of Ukrainians. They like the Ukrainians. Most of my Russian friends and most of my Ukrainian friends are related to each other. So so nobody has a lot of interest in wanting to kill each other, but they're kind of in a situation they can't get out of. So I think the Russians are taking it very slow and steady. And I think Russia's always is expecting the major attack to come from from NATO or whatever, and the Russians are trying to go for a negotiated solution on their terms. But on the other hand, Ukrainians are stubborn, right? They're not going to give up. And Russians aren't going to give up either. Look at what happened in World War II, where they suffered all those millions of casualties and nobody gave up. They fought to the end.
Yep.
And so I think you're going to see a lot of that. I really don't want to be that close to you because you're going to torpedo my ass, and I don't want to eat a torpedo. Well, let's go turn around because I don't trust that you didn't fire a torpedo in my direction. So, and then also the Ukrainians started out with a bigger army. Remember the Russians only went in with like 100,000 dudes, and the Ukrainians had like 600,000. And they were NATO trained. They were. Yeah. If you look at the Ukrainians, the Ukrainians on the eastern side of the Dnieper River, the south and the east, are generally very pro-Russian. And the ones on the western side of the Dnieper River are generally more pro-West. And because if you remember, historically, the eastern part of Ukraine was part of Tsarist Russia. And the central part of Ukraine was actual Ukraine, and then the western part of Ukraine was historically Poland. And Romania and some other, but it was mostly Poland. And so when World War II happened and Stalin did the Stalin things, he, communism wanted you to be more loyal to the state than to your neighbors, and so they broke up and manipulated the borders to destabilize a lot of stuff. So like Crimea and the Donbass area, where the Russians are largely fighting over, that was historically Russia. In fact, Odessa used to be, big-time Russia, Russian city also. Kiev was always Ukrainian, but Lviv used to be Polish. That was a Polish city.
Then there's that Moldova country.
Yeah, Moldova. That's another mess that I don't even want to pretend to try and understand. Let's go fight this out, just because I want to watch that little light cruiser get raffle stomped. So, but the Ukrainians are tremendously good fighters, and there's also a lot of foreign mercenaries helping the Ukrainians out also.
A lot of volunteers too.
Yeah, so they've got a very powerful force. It's just they don't have the logistics or material support, and they don't have the manufacturing that the Russians have. And on the Russian side of things, historically the Russian armies have always been kind of slow to build up momentum, and they've always done kind of large, broad front war of attrition kind of things because they've got a lot of people and they've got a lot of firepower. It's a largely an artillery-based army. They're so
or the human wave stuff.
No, they never really did that as much as people think. I mean, maybe a little bit with the Battle of Stalingrad, but they kind of over, in that Enemy at the Gates movie. But that's always been kind of more over dramatized.
Yeah.
But the
like in the movie, them killing their own really never happened.
No, not really. So if you look at it more historically, so the Ukrainian military is based off of a more NATO design, which is for like fast, high mobility kind of stuff. The Russian military is based off of the old Soviet idea of just massed firepower. So when in World War II, they would just mass large quantities of artillery and just blast the shit out of the, and tanks, but combined arms. But they would really blast the crap out of things with their artillery and then roll people in. Oh, there goes a plunging fire again. That cruiser's screwed. And so the current Russian strategy is really just identify targets, artillery the crap out of them. So they're firing, like 10 artillery shells for every one that the Ukrainians fire back. Ukrainians probably have better artillery because they've got a lot of Western stuff. But Russians have a lot of stuff. So, and their strategy, their doctrine has always been very slow and meticulous advances. So a lot of it is just, deliberately being slow. But the other thing to consider is Russia's a huge fuss. Now the Ukrainians are having logistic problems too. But as best as I can tell, the Russians are focusing on minimizing the loss of their soldiers because, they view it... The Russian people largely view this as they're liberating the Russian portions of Ukraine. So they don't see it as a conquest, but more of a liberation. So there's a lot of support for freeing those areas, but there's not a lot of support for going past the Dnieper River. The population doesn't really like that idea. And if lots of people start coming home in body bags, Putin's going to lose a lot of support. So he's got to be really careful. At least that's the take that I get from talking to my Russian friends. The Ukrainians, they're just hoping they hold on long enough and create enough dead Russian bodies that eventually it loses, the Russians lose support for the war. But I don't.
Like the Civil War, like the U.S. Revolution here.
Yeah, we just kept on killing Brits until the British got tired of dealing with us.
Yeah.
So that's really kind of, that's real. I don't want to deal with that. What is that? It's a Greek. That's a. These aren't really that good. Sure, we'll just auto-resolve and see what happens. Oh shit, we sunk it. Cool. Alright, whatever. So, there's not a lot of incentive for either side to go that quickly. It's like when the Ukrainians invaded the Kursk area they're really just trying to, take the war home to the Russians and cause, there's no way they're going to take and hold the territory, but they're trying to cause problems for the Russians, so the Russians have to deal with it.
Like the incursion they did into Kursk.
Yeah, they're nobody expects them to actually hold that. They're just trying to. I need more tonnage there.
They're just trying to stall them and. Like,
well, and make things unpopular for Putin at home.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'm just gonna go marching into. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go marching into here. I have to get my ships into... Can I get them there? No, I can't. I need to get my battleships into... I guess it's the best I can do. Alright, so let's go invade Estonia, because I'm not going to be able to get... because I can double dip right there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, so I mean, the Ukrainians are likely going to be able to hold out for some time. But... mostly because they don't have a choice. But the problem is a lot of the Ukrainians are on the Russian side or just not in favor of the fighting, and so they've got sort of a they've got sort of a problem.
It's like the American Revolution. It's like you got the loyalists who support whoever, and the one the patriots who support the cause, and there's the guys who are in the middle.
Right. Well, and a lot of them just don't want the fighting at all. Oh, what's going on here? Are you invading? Really? Do you even have any Japanese ships here? I don't think you have any. I just have these. I've got these guys here. It says that Japan has a 4% chance to succeed. I guess, here's the Rosenberg. Let's go scrap this guy. Let's go scrap you. Thank you. Alright, so now... let's go look at... let's get you filled up. Let's get you filled up. Let's get you filled up. Whoops. Alright. So we're invading that place. Damn, we're down to 135 transports. Son of a biscuit eater. Alright, so we got this area. So these guys, we're going to get them. Oh, cool. I took over. I own this. Somehow I got Timor. Maybe I've always had Timor. Alright, so now we need to... take out some of the... we need to take out the trash. So you guys... let's go start hunting some of these dudes down, because I'm tired of losing ships. Is this just a single... it's a single torpedo boat. Let's go box him in and get him.
Yeah, I think once you take Java, you should do complete blockade of all Japanese ports.
Yeah, and just finish them off.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of screwing around with them. And I'm going to send these dudes up.
Yeah, there's that Russian fleet in there.
Yeah, no, I've got my guys going after them. I'm going to go for this destroyer here. Alright, so that should clean that up. And then Croatia I'll deal with later. I need to breach this blockade. Let's go send these two ships over here. Alright, let's see how this works. I've got a video. Let me see if I can find it for you, Slav. Alright, that's the wrong search. I'll put a link in the... I'll put a link in the chat. There you go. That's
China's building away.
So yeah, this is mostly correct. That link that I sent, not completely. I've learned more since then, but this is sort of based off of, you know, what I know from my friends and from my travels. 'Cause I've been to Ukraine a couple times, and I've been to Russia a couple times too. I got about another 20 minutes. I gotta go take care of the dog, and I'll call it a night.
Alright.
Alright, so what do we got going on here? We got... kind of crappy weather, but not too bad. Just cloudy, it's not too bad. Alright, let's...
Looks like the Japanese are throwing that divine wind.
Yeah, they like their divine wind.
Yep.
But I have radar, so... Radar gets past a lot of divine wind.
Yep.
Yeah, I used to make a lot of videos just explaining stuff, but I got tired of getting yelled at by people on the internet. And with all the crazy election stuff going on right now, I just decided to just play video games and wait for the world to burn, and then I'll figure something out later.
Yeah, to me, video games is like my escape from pretty much my escape from the world.
Yeah. Well, because when I get done with work, you know, I bust my ass every day. And you know, when I get done for the day, I just want to chill out.
Yeah.
And people are getting too crazy over stuff right now, so I don't want...
I hate how literally like today, like this year, like people would just complain over the littlest stuff.
That's because a lot of these people have just been brainwashed into hysteria.
Yeah.
Well, because, you know, outrage sells. You know, the news has a for-profit model, and they make more money from people being pissed off than they do for saying, hey, don't worry, everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Let's make sure none of these guys get away. So, No, just being able to relax and stay calm is very important.
Yeah.
And after a while, you just start seeing the patterns repeat themselves. How old are you, Shadow Wolf, if you don't mind me asking?
Of what?
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
27.
Okay. So, you probably don't remember the Cold War that much then. But
No.
like when I was a kid in the 80s, you know, and everything, it was all tense, and, you know, Ronald Reagan would be talking about how the Russians and their nuclear weapons and all that. And, you know, there's a lot of fear back then, but nobody was trying to create hysteria. Everybody's trying to calm things down. And nowadays, the problems aren't nearly as big as we had during the Cold War, but everybody's trying to rile everybody up because you can make more money that way. And that's the part that irritates me. The what?
Everybody took the risk, so yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was born like 6 years after the fall of the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
Where the U.S. and Russia were just recovering from all that.
Yeah, so I mean, and that was a pretty chill time after that ended.
Yeah.
But a lot.
Gulf War stuff, which I grew up during.
Yeah.
Then 9/11 happened when I was like 4 or 5.
It's really after 9/11 everything started getting really weird.
Yeah.
And there's a big war industry. People make a lot of money blowing each other up overseas. But the problems we're dealing with now aren't nearly as bad as what we had to deal with in the past.
Yeah.
Or rather, a lot of our problems nowadays are caused by our own... You know, we're causing our own problems.
Yeah. Either the government is, or people just don't even know how to solve it.
Exactly. You know, a lot of people just being hysterical and freaking out. And a lot of it just comes down to live below your means, be as self-sufficient as possible, don't let other people take your shit, and get your life together and you'll be all right.
And it's a lot of those kids who never, like, a lot of these adults never got a spanking from their parents.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of people haven't gotten their ass kicked by life. I mean,
yeah.
You know, I've struggled. I've had my own business for most of my adult life. I've been homeless a couple times. You know, I've had you know, all kinds of challenges over the years that I've had to overcome. And as a result, I've become pretty chill about, you know, about all the different problems in life because I know, I'll deal with it, right?
Yeah.
But I don't want to deal with a bunch of crazy, hysterical people because that's just a liability.
Yep.
So, and one of the nice things about, you know, about the streaming, you know, I get to hang out with people and talk to people while I'm playing video games, and I'm meeting some new people that are outside my normal friend group. And, you know, and if I can talk to people and kind of show them, hey, this is how you become successful at life, this is how you stay chill in the crazy world.
Yeah.
I think there's some value to that. You know, when I was a kid, everybody was talking about how, like, video games were satanic and, you know, blaming everything on that kind of stuff. And the reality is people make their own decisions. You know, if you do crazy shit, then that's on you. But if you're also being, you know, brainwashed and propagandized by hysterical media, you know, oh my god, this thing that you need to be angry about. You know, I mean, it's like, I don't give a shit what they're doing in Portland or I barely care about what they're doing in Texas. And, you know, I care about what's happening in my town, and I care about what's happening in my family and my business and paying the bills. But, you know, it's like if people are blowing each other up in the Middle East, yeah, that sucks. I feel bad for them. I don't want that to happen, but it's not really my problem. I'm not going to freak out over it all. I wish that my tax dollars weren't going to pay for it, but you know, what happens at your local level. It's like everybody freaking out over the national election. What happens in your local election is more important than anything else. We've got, I've got this thing on the table where, in this next election where the city wants to spend $1 billion building some sports arena in the rich part of town, and they're going to raise taxes to pay for it. Well, I don't want to pay more taxes for something I'm never going to use. Fuck that. That's going to hurt me more than, whoever becomes president.
Yeah, I like to say, is the person being president really worth your time than putting food on the table?
Yeah. All right, let's start carving up these Russian fleets so we can fight our way to the invasion zone.
Yep. And a lot of these fleets are just blow over.
Yeah, but there's just so many of them, and I have to just carve my way through them.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't bothered upgrading my ships that much, because even my older ships are more than sufficient to take them out.
Yeah.
These new cruisers that I'm building are probably overkill. The only real difference is that the new cruisers go 33 knots, so I'll be able to catch the enemy destroyers.
Yeah.
Poor torpedo boat who doesn't have a smoke screen. Well, you're still coming towards me. Alright. We're gonna go this way.
Yeah, like one of the reasons why I like Ultimate Admiral is because I just love history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and you can get a good understanding of why the ships were made the way they were.
Yeah. You can see why they chose to armor this rather than this.
Yeah. And in the game,
you can get a sense of the design process of it.
Exactly. And in a game like World of Warships, where you're basically just given a ship, it's really just a bunch of stats that look like a ship. You don't. Those are made for game balance. Whereas in this one, there's nothing for game balance. It's just a matter of what are you building and is it going to kick some ass or not.
Yeah. Or how effective it's going to be.
Yeah. See, this is a really nice fleet for me, where I've got this battleship and I've got a bunch of cruisers backing it up.
Yeah.
I'd love to have, small fleets like this.
Yeah, or maybe, this fleet with, a couple of light cruisers, too.
Yeah. But, just something small and manageable. It's not going to lag my computer, and also because I don't want to micromanage hordes and hordes of ships.
Yeah.
I got Kamchatka. Yay, Kamchatka. However you pronounce it. Let's, yep, there we go, right there. Alright, so we have, that's 100%, and that's 100%, and I want to make sure that you're not going to succeed there. Alright, so they don't have anybody there, because these guys are babysitting it, so these are my 4 awesome cruisers. We got to find something to... There we go. You guys are going to go there and fight him, please. Thank you. And then you guys are going to go down to probably out over here.
Yeah, you got Japan largely wrapped up.
Yeah, that's in Southeast Asia, right? Or East Asia, yeah. So this is hopefully... Let's make sure you're actually going to East Asia. Yeah, East Asia. Alright, so...
Yeah, they're
well, I can't naval invade anybody. Alright, we'll just go
I remember like learning about like one naval invasion or possible naval invasion of Japan. It would
Yeah.
have been like after the invasion of Okinawa would have been like Okinawa would have been like a like a stopgap.
Well, invading Japan would have been a real mess. I mean, it's
Yeah, it would have dwarfed D-Day.
yeah, oh yeah, it would have been bad. So I mean, I understand why they wanted to nuke them because the Japanese wouldn't surrender. And
Yeah.
why should they?
The whole reason why we nuked them was to prevent an invasion.
Yeah, well, and that, and also we were trying to we're also trying to intimidate the Soviets, I think.
Yeah, and we wanted to get the war over anyway.
Yeah.
Like, God, World War II was like so bloody.
Well, but that's just how these things that's just how these things work out. I mean, a lot of people don't, they look at these at like the Gulf Wars where we're just raffle stomping third world countries, and they think that's how wars work, and that's really not. I mean, wars are messy when you're fighting a real opponent.
Yeah, my mom says nobody wins wars. Or like my mom always says, there's no winners in war.
Yeah.
Because all you're doing is sending good young men to die.
Yep. Well, I mean, there's sometimes reasons to go to war if you're trying to, if you're trying to liberate yourself from oppression and things like that. But a lot of these optional wars, there's Douglas McGregor wrote a book called Margin of Victory, and it's a very good book. It talks about how you win the wars in the decades preceding the war. It's your preparation that makes the difference.
Yeah.
And let's see here. Hold on just one moment. Alright. Let's, so I can't do any invasions or anything right now. We have some dudes that need to be assigned to, let's give you some, people. Let's go build more shipyard. Boop. And
Italy had a large reserve in naval manpower.
Where does it say that? I see the army logistics. How are my army? My army logistics are not great. I mean, they're great, but they're not. I'm worried about them. It's my transport capacity that I'm really worried about. But I think Japan's about done.
They don't have much of a fleet.
Yeah, they're pretty screwed. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna do one more turn. See if I can get into a fight up here. Just remember, Slav, it's only a war crime if you lose. If we had lost World War II, nuking Japan would have been a war crime. Firebombing Dresden would have been a war crime, but we won, so it wasn't. Or like JP likes to say, it's never a war crime the first time. No, it's, wars are awful things, and people do what they have to do to win, and that's just natural.
Yep.
And a lot of people think it's like the movies and don't realize how messy this stuff can be.
Yeah.
There we go. That's the fight that I want. Hello, Peter. Let's go fight you.
Psychological effect on him. The war does a lot of psychological effect.
Yeah. So, but we really can't. Yep. Let's go nom nom him.
If he doesn't have 20-inch guns.
Oh, he's not gonna have 20-inch guns. Let's see what he's got. He's got 10.5s. He's.
Oh, this is gonna be a blowover.
Yeah, he's got. Yeah, he's got pretty decent-ish armor. He's basically a heavy. He's better than a heavy cruiser, but he's he's basically heavy cruiser. He's not he is not that chunky.
Yeah. That's not a bad design, it's just I would have done something different.
I don't like wing turrets.
Yeah.
I would have gone, fewer. I would have skipped the wing turrets and gone for bigger guns. I would have gone like the 11.9s instead.
I would have done the same. I would move the middle turn, scooted the tower.
Oh wait, no, those are the 11.9s are all down the center. It's these side guns here. Like I would have put this middle gun up on a barbette and had the other guns low, and that way it could have fired over them. Overall, this is a pretty good design, actually. Yeah, no, you're right. That is a good design.
Yeah.
I mean, not for long. I'm going to sink him, but...
I would have just kind of, like you said, I would kind of cram it in a little more.
But, boonk. But no, overall it looks okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I have the secondary wing turrets. I would make those like casemates.
Well, he's got the casemates along the side here.
Yeah.
And some of these are. I guess this middle gun has okay firing arcs, but I think that if he put the middle gun on a barbette, that would have been. Ooh.
I would put turret 2 and 4 on that ship and super firing.
Yeah. But maybe he doesn't have good barbette technology. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, it looks like he lost turret 1.
Yeah, turret 1's gone. He's flooding now. We got him in the front.
Oh, there goes his bridge.
Yeah, his broadside armor is good, but his front and back are weak, and his deck is weak also. Yeah, that went right through.
His funnel's gone.
Oh yeah, no, he's fucked.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Womp womp. Bye bye, Peter. Peter Veliki. Alright. That's okay. Communists aren't people, so it's all good. We are liberating Russia from the communists. That's what we're doing. All right, here we go. The new cruisers. Let's go try these boys out.
Yep.
Let's go try it. This is gonna be good.
And the AI needs a better thought process when it comes to designing ships.
Yeah, I mean, this is I think why you can do shared designs and make designs for the AI. Here we go. Check this out. 32 knots. I've got 4 11.9-inch guns and then some little stuff. And these guns are... Can I turn the other way? Will he turn through? Oh no, it does have to turn all the way around. Damn. I thought I'd given enough space that they could full 360. All right, that's fine. This guy's not going very fast. We're going way faster. Bonk. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I only have these secondary guns just for dealing with like destroyers and stuff.
Yeah, that's why I do put secondaries on my ships, just to fend off against them.
Yeah, but those 11.9s were nasty.
Oh yeah. It was about one shot a destroyer.
Everybody got their experience. Good job.
Oh, that was nasty.
Yeah. Right on. All right. Let's go sink him. All right. We did not lose any transports this turn, which is very good. We got Java. So we own all of this now. So Japan is basically fucked. They just have their central islands now.
Yeah, their home island.
Yeah. Alright, so let's think about what we're going to do here. We've got all these guys that... So we're going to... So we're invading Estonia 100%. I need to squeeze some... I need to get these guys in closer. I can't get these guys in any closer. So I'm really stuck.
Because of that Russian fleet.
Yeah, he's just blockading me. So I mean, maybe I do go for northern Finland and
hopefully the army takes it from there.
Yeah. Let's see. We got 21,000 troops there. Yeah, I guess we'll go for northern Finland.
And they got nothing up there anyway.
Yeah, well, and these guys aren't gonna... I'll just send you up here, just outside the minefield, because they're not getting anywhere. And... What? I need to go assign troops. And then as far as these guys go, you know, I control all this stuff now. I just need to hunt down... I just need to hunt down their ships. Let's see if I can... Where are you guys going? You guys are going down... I'll put you guys into Davo to repair. Actually, no, I'm just gonna put you guys right here to intercept him. There we go. So I think that's the only Japanese ship. How many ships does Japan have? They have that one cruiser. That's it. All they have is that one singular cruiser.
And probably a couple of destroyers in dock.
No, they're building some ships. They're building 2 ships. Now the Russians are building 65 ships. But they're gonna have to build them out here somewhere.
Yeah, so far Japan is largely controlled.
Yeah. I'm gonna auto-resolve this and see what happens. Oh shit, I sank the battleship and alright, cool. I'll call that good enough. Alright, let's do one more turn because I'm really excited. And although I gotta go take care of my dog soon. My dog's diabetic, so I've got to test his blood and feed him and give him his insulin and all that stuff.
Yeah, what type of dogs do you
He's
have?
a giant Alaskan Malamute. Ooh, look at that. Here we go. We're gonna get a good fight here. Probably not a good fight. It's gonna be probably a raffle stomp, but I've got some dog videos on my YouTube channel somewhere. But he's a big fluffy dog. He's a really good dog.
Yeah, I got 2 Jack Russells.
Okay.
Yeah. High maintenance.
Yeah, those are energetic dogs.
Yeah.
I messed up the turret positionings on these a little bit. I was hoping I could get better rotation on them, but that's okay.
Yeah, whatever works, right?
Yeah, good enough. It's good enough. And this torpedo boat's not going to be able to outrun me, I don't think. He's 28 knots. Yes, so nobody's getting away. Yeah, these are pretty sweet cruisers. I mean, their focus is speed. I mean, they're expensive as shit. These are nearly $1 billion a piece. 700 million each. But 33 knot cruiser.
Yeah, when I do my ships, like I said, I try to cram everything in. I do speed, armor, and like firepower.
Yeah, and then damn the cost.
Yeah.
Bonk.
Yeah, and the price I pay is the cost.
Yeah. A lot of times I'll go for, the 8.9-inch guns rather than the 11s. For whatever reason, adding the .9 in there, maxing out the gun adds a lot of extra to hits and stuff.
Yeah, because you're making the gun bigger, so yeah.
Yeah, because the 8.9 won't do as much damage as a 9-inch gun, but it seems to be more accurate.
Yeah,
just with the way that how it calculates the upgrades, I think.
Yeah.
All these little secondary 2.9s are doing their work.
Yeah, like the 2s, I'd like to make them 1.6 for faster firing.
Okay.
Yeah. And you get more ammo out of it too, so yeah.
Oh, do you get an ammo boost if you shrink the gun?
Yeah. Because it shrinks the rounds, which you can hold more ammo.
Okay, I didn't realize it gave you more shots.
Yeah. If you ever watch that Brother Monroe guy,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he does that.
Right on. I just go for the increased ammo, so I don't have to worry about it as much. I know it makes my ships a little bit more splody, though.
Yeah. That's the downside. Like, the bigger the gun, the bigger the magazine is.
Yeah.
And means the bigger the boom.
I try to protect them with the bulkheads and the barbettes and all that stuff as best I can.
Yeah, like, the Vulcans, I try to reinforce 1 or 2.
Yeah.
2, I have to wait for it.
That was a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I lost some ships this time. Baltic and Indonesia. We got North Hunzu. Let's go get this taken care of. This is going to be... This is one of my old Inquisitor ships. Yeah, here we go. So this is a... I love this ship. So check this out. It's a little 4,000-ton cruiser with 2 9.9-inch gun turrets. And his pitch and roll are awesome. No weight offset at all. This guy is just super awesome. It's just a little... It's like a little monitor, basically. Yeah, where you have a tiny ship with a big gun on it.
Yeah.
They're a little squishier than I'd like. But they still have pretty good armor. I mean, the armor's not bad.
It has alright speed.
Yeah, the speed's okay. I mean, it's an old design, so it's hard to push them past about 25 knots.
Yeah.
But you know, it's got a solid. It's got solid to hits, and it's really accurate.
Uh-huh.
And as long as I can catch that light cruiser, it doesn't matter. So these are really good for taking out shipping.
Yeah.
Their spotting distance is a little bit crap because the older towers.
Yeah.
But the radar works really well with them. I had to strip them down pretty good just to fit the radar on. And they're super maneuverable.
Yeah, like when I refit ships, I usually do them like refit like every 5 years.
I do it whenever. I usually do it whenever my next rangefinder technology comes out. So check this out. I'm just gonna pop this turn. Look how fast he turns around. That's pretty crazy. These things practically turn on a dime. I love it.
Dang.
Yeah, I know, right? These are just my little patrol ships. That's why I don't want to get rid of them, even though they're obsolete, because they turn so nice.
Yeah, because of that shaft stuff.
Yeah, 100% on that. Oh, I was able to squeeze him in. I've got my 100% chance to succeed on capturing that also. Right on. We got it. Oh, baby. Let's go toss some...
man, you're gonna get three in one go, man.
Yep. Alright, let's get... I wonder if I can send... I'll just send you up there. See if I can intercept him. Alright, so we got these guys, and now we're gonna invade Kushu, or whatever the hell I don't pronounce Japanese names.
Man, if they added aircraft carriers to this game, that's going to throw everyone off.
I kind of hope they don't. It would make things too difficult.
Yeah.
It's just not made for that, I think.
Yeah.
That's 100%. He's got a battleship there. He's on his way. These are the 4 big boy cruisers, so let's go send you here to take out that guy. So they're just not going to be able to do that.
Like Japan got out of battleship.
Yeah, Japan's in a lot. All these guys are in a lot of trouble. So
yeah.
All right, I need to wrap it up because I've got to go take care of my dog, and it's getting kind of late. I might get back on and stream later, but probably not. I'll probably stream tomorrow night. Tomorrow's a Saturday. I've got a bunch of work I got to do.
Alright.
But, so usually I'll either be on sometime after 6, 7 o'clock when I get off of work, or if I end up having to work late, then usually I'll get on after midnight after I'm done taking care of the dog. But I think tonight I'm going to call it a night early because I got a lot to do. But I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun too. Slav, I'll check out your video here in a little bit. In fact, let me open up your video in a new tab so I can go and check that out. Whoops, that did not work. Where was your... There it is. I clicked on the wrong one. There we go. All right, so Slav, I'll go check your ship out, your airplane out. And Shadow Wolf, thanks for hanging. And I'll see you tomorrow night's going to be Mech Warrior night. So probably around like 6 or 7 o'clock at night, probably 7 o'clock Central Time. We're gonna get on. So if you want to join us, download Mech Warrior Online. You can get off of Steam or from MWOmercs.com. It's free to play, and then you can come and do some drops with us. Okay. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you and goodbye.